My therapist said he keeps a copy of every client's house key. I'm writing this because I need to get it out. I don't know what this is exactly. A warning? A record? Proof I still exist? Maybe just a way to convince myself I'm not losing my mind. Because that's how it works, right? That's how they get in. Not with violence, not with knives, with questions. With the slow unraveling of things you thought were solid. I started therapy a while back after a rough breakup. Classic stuff. Panic attacks, shame spirals, waking up at 3 a.m. convinced no one would ever love me again. Dr. N was recommended by a friend. Said he was calm, unusually perceptive. That turned out to be true. Too true. He looked the part. Mid-40s, soft voice, kind eyes, beard like a high school philosophy teacher. The office was beige and quiet, just a ticking clock and that faint smell of something herbal. Not flowers, something older. Something you'd find in a drawer that hadn't been opened in decades. At first, he was exactly what I needed. He never interrupted, never pushed. Just asked the right questions at the right time. A few sessions in, I was telling him things I hadn't told anyone. Things I hadn't even formed into words before, and that's what makes this so hard. He didn't feel dangerous. He felt safe. Until one day, he didn't. It was session 14. I remember because I just started to feel like I was making progress. We were talking about my fear of home invasion. Not just the fear, but the rituals. Triple checking locks. Leaving the hallway light on. Sleeping with a flashlight under my pillow. He smiled and said, "You know I keep a copy of every client's house key." He said it lightly, like a joke. I stared at him. He smiled again. "Just kidding." But there was a pause after that. The kind of silence that doesn't land right. Like he was watching to see how much I believed him. I laughed awkwardly. Said something like, "Guess I better start locking the windows too." He didn't reply. Just wrote something down for the first time ever in our sessions. I should have walked away then. Over the next few weeks, little things started happening at home. At first, I thought I was just being forgetful. I'd come home and my shampoo bottle would be in the wrong place. Not fallen, just rotated. The lid unscrewed a little. Once my toothbrush was damp at 3 p.m. I hadn't been home since morning. Another time the fridge door was open just a crack. Nothing missing, nothing spoiled, just open. It never escalated, nothing loud, nothing obvious. Just wrongness in the small details. I started testing it. Taped a single hair across the crack of my bedroom door. Sprinkled talcum powder by the entryway. Left a glass of water on the counter and measured the meniscus. I didn't tell anyone. Not even Dr. N, I wanted to be sure. The hair would be gone, the powder scuffed, the water level lower by millimeters. So I changed the locks. Bought a triple deadbolt system, self-installed. Didn't tell my landlord. Didn't write it down. Didn't even mention it aloud in my apartment. Next session he smiled and said, "Feeling safer at home now?" That was the last time I saw him. I stopped showing up, ignored his calls, blocked the clinic number. I thought I was done. But a week later he emailed me. "Noticed you've been distant, just checking that you're safe at home." There it was again, that phrase, safe at home. I moved the next month. New suburb, new number. Didn't tell friends the address. Scrubbed myself off every online listing I could find. Bought blackout curtains and a door jamb